All right, here we go. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. It is still Passion Week. Those of you that are watching right now, guys, we are gearing up to talk about all things passion. I'm so excited to have you guys here with me. Go ahead and do me a favor. Do me a favor. Share out this video. Share it out so that way you can invite others to the party. Now, I know what you were thinking. I know what Purpose Party and Passion Party sounds like. Sounds like some of them other kind of parties, but that's not what this is. Those of you that are watching right now, guys, we are gearing up. Here we go. Periscope was giving me a little bit of feedback, but it is not that kind of party. We are here to talk about your purpose. We're here to talk about your passion. What is it that gets you moving? What is it that lights your fire? And listen, there is something, listen to me carefully. There is something that you were created to do. There is something that the Most High instilled in you. A little bit of feedback. But it is not that kind of party. We are here to talk about your purpose. That must have. Did you turn it off, bro? Oh, okay, I thought it was me.
No, it was me starting a watch party.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jennifer King. Hey, Diane. Thank you guys for joining. Go ahead and share out the video. I'm going to share out, but I was saying that it is something that every one of us is called to do. You know, it is something that all of us has been assigned. You know what I mean? So it's just like the teacher that is an amazing teacher that knows that she's supposed to be teaching. You know, it's about that minister who knows that they're supposed to be ministering. So there are so many different talents and gifts that the Most High has given all of us that, you know, we just really need to have a real conversation about, a real talk that that opens up all these possibilities for us, right? But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and share out the broadcast while my amazing co-hosts introduce themselves. My name is Chanel Blackmore. I am the Purpose Pusher, Miss Purpose and Pearls, and what my students call me, Miss BMO. Women women hire me to help them find their passion, identify their purpose, and monetize it. Let's start with Ms. Verlene. Ms. Verlene, introduce yourself and tell the people what you do.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Verlene Smith Randolph, and I am the Rose of Audacity. Women hire me to help them to regain their courage, fight their fears, and emerge into full bloom, all while building their confidence. Welcome to this evening passion, purpose, passion party.
Purpose party.
Purpose party.
Not a passion party. Please don't inbox us orders. We will not be accepting orders tonight, so y'all don't do it. Don't send me no pictures talking about this what it looked like. I don't want to know. This is a purpose party. We're going to here tonight to talk about your purpose, your passion in doing what you love, because so many of us are going to jobs. So many of us have started and launched the businesses that we really don't like. You know, I can remember when I was younger, coming out of medical school, medical assisting school, and thinking, okay, what kind of practice do I want to be involved in? Do I want to go into pediatrics? Do I want to go into general surgery? What is it? And they fooled around and put me in podiatry. Lord have mercy. It was not my thing. So I understood that I had a love for helping others that were sick, but not with the feet. So that's what I mean, taking the time to figure out what it is that lights your fire. Miss Rose, can you come up and talk to everybody? Tell them who you are and what you do.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Purpose Party. We are partying tonight with a purpose. I am Rose Fauntleroy, and what I do, I am your time freedom advocate. What I do is help you to reclaim your time. And what I am helping you do now in this season is to pivot. And when I say pivot, that means to change, to turn around, to turn. And you may be working a job where you had to go out to the job. You now may have been moved home and you figured out, wow, I like to stay at home. Well, what I do is I help you to reallocate those skills that you have to a job, a position, not a job, a freedom position to allow you to be able to stay at home or lay on the beach or work from wherever it is you may find yourself to be.
Oh, I sure want to lay on a beach.
Girl, me too.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be just amazing? I think that y'all, before they told us we had to stay in the house, we didn't have a problem staying in the house. But now that they told us we can't leave, now everybody want to go to the park and we want to go to the beach, we want to go bowling. I haven't bowled in 9 years. I was like, oh, it'd be a good idea to go bowl or go roller skating. It's just that kind of thing. But y'all, this whole COVID-19 presents us an opportunity. It presents us an opportunity to find ourselves. Those of us that are working from home, I've been working from home for about two and a half, 3 years now. So this doesn't change my lifestyle, but it does present me an opportunity to help you see yourself differently. Take this time by yourself. Those of you that are quarantined alone, those of you who are quarantined with a loved one, it's time to ask those hard questions. What am I good at? What do you think I should do? Do you think I should go back to this job and do this? Or do you think I should look at something else? This quarantine is going to give somebody their best life. This quarantine is presenting an opportunity for you to do some really, really deep self-discovery. It's going to open up a door to so many different possibilities for you. Don't waste this moment. Even, if you quarantine with your boo, Tisha, you the boo expert, come introduce yourself and tell the people what it is that you do.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Purpose Party. Now, you can talk to me about passion, but like Chanel said, don't get in my inbox with nothing. Nothing but a question. But I'm excited to be here. I'm Tisha M. Johnson, T. Marie on social media. I'm here to help you get true and lasting love, your love of a lifetime. If you've been waiting on it, if you sick of dating the wrong person, the same person, you're just sick of dating, listen, we need to have a conversation. I'm glad that you're here. And like Chanel said, take advantage of this time. Oh my goodness. Can I say this? I was looking at social media and I saw somebody say, chill out on telling people they need to be learning something and reading something and rediscovering themselves. I was like, what? You are tripping. I just had to click off because I was like, okay, clearly you stuck.
So what they think you're supposed to be doing? Eating and what you're supposed to be doing during this time? Oh, watching TV, binge watching your show? Okay.
To sleep, be sleeping, get some rest. Well, in my time of rest, if I'm not rested, then that means that I gotta do something different with my life. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of rest, but primarily I'm trying to figure out my next. Well, I'm not trying to figure out my next because we have an awesome coach that helps us down our journey. So what link we using tonight, Chanel?
Well, I guess you can't have a party without somebody cooking in the kitchen. So if y'all hear some grease, it's just my son back here. Baby, what you cooking?
Sorry, potatoes.
What? Oh, like potato tots?
Like roasted red skin potatoes in the skillet.
What you gonna eat with them?
I'm gonna put it in a tortilla with some eggs. Don't judge me.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That's not party food.
I'm making breakfast burritos.
Anyway, I guess apparently he's not making no breakfast for me. So, hey Dion, hey CJ, hey Vicky, thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you share out the broadcast. But guys, Tisha, that's really ignorant for somebody to say that. That's really crazy for somebody to really, really think that is great advice. Okay, here's the thing. It's awesome to get you some rest. Please, y'all, get some rest.
Absolutely.
But what, you gonna sleep the whole quarantine away? You're gonna sleep through all the opportunities that you have? Haven't you already been asleep? I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna just let y'all answer that question. How long you was sleep teacher before you realized that you wasn't doing what you love?
Too long.
Too
And
long.
that's why I've been working overtime trying to get to where I'm supposed to have already been. Now I do understand, you know, it's a journey and all of that, but I understand that I wasted time. I ain't trying to waste no more.
Verlene, how long you was sleep before you realized that you could be doing something, making a whole lot more money, and something that makes you a lot more happy?
Way, way too long. At least 35 years, easy.
Come on now. I think we done slept enough. Rose?
Yes, ma'am. How long was I asleep, girl? Sometimes I'm still asleep. It probably took me about 10 or 15 years in to realize that, you know, if you want to work a job, that's fine, but you have to have something tucked away on the side. You know how your mama said you always have to have a little extra tucked to the side for a rainy day. So yeah, about 10 or 15 years.
But see, that little extra was overtime. See, that's how
Oh no.
Come on
that
now,
was the little
Verlene. Come on
extra.
now.
Was doing the overtime, right? Not your own thing on the side. It was the overtime for the man.
No,
Mhm.
I won't work in the overtime for the man. Now I did do some overtime for the man, but you gotta always, I had to always make sure I had a little something tucked away, you know, something I'm working on so that when I decided to not work anymore, I could put my energy and time into that. But even doing that, sometimes you still fall asleep because you forget that your energy should be going toward that and not being scattered everywhere else. So I admit sometimes back then I still fell asleep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Cynthia, Dr. Cynthia Aura. Ah, snap.
The party.
Jamie Hopkins, the publisher, is in the house. Hey,
Snuck up
Jamie.
in here at nighttime, y'all. Y'all don't catch me at night mostly.
Hey,
Jamie, we got three morning show hosts over here after
Morning
dark.
show taking over the night crew.
It's a takeover. It's a takeover.
Not at all.
No,
It's a party, y'all.
it's
Ain't
a
nothing but
party.
a party. Not a gangster party and not that kind of passion party. I have to keep saying that's a disclaimer.
Okay.
But I want to say hi to Tiffany. Hey, Dr. Cynthia Aura Armstead. Hey, Catherine. Thanks for joining. Hey, Bridget. Thanks for joining. Jamie. So we was fussing before you came on.
Y'all were fussing.
We was fussing
I thought we were having a party.
because somebody was talking about that, you know, people shouldn't be trying to find a new career or read a book or do anything. They should just be sleeping during the quarantine.
Well, you know, maybe they're comfortable being broke. It's okay.
Well, you know what? You show right. What
Poverty is a spirit,
You could be
y'all.
right because the bank account probably sleep too.
Woo!
Oh, Rose is spicy. Rose is spicy tonight. You know what? That's true though.
Those
Bank
glasses
account
look
probably
like I left-
snoring.
Rose, I think I left those glasses that you're wearing back over in New Orleans at last Essence when we were there. I think those are mine.
No,
Jamie, stop trying to steal. Stop trying to steal.
no. I've had these probably 6 years.
Oh,
And
that was when me and you first met. They
That's-
mine.
That's the last time.
See how I did that? You see how I did that, Jamie? Y'all, so listen. Jamie, we were talking about how long we had been asleep before we realized there was another way. How long we had been sleepwalking through our lives. And I can tell you, I didn't think there was any other way. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, I knew this is all I knew. Either get married or go find you a good job. And if you didn't have the skill set to work for the government, then you probably was going to end up just working hard your whole life. And then you retire. They're going to give you a watch. They're going to give you a little piece of money. But you know, nowadays, you can't even retire like that anymore. You know, so I had no idea that there was another way that I could own a business. I didn't have an idea, no inkling of what I was good at. I just knew the things to do that could make money to provide for my family. That's not a passion. That's not living out your purpose, y'all. And then it's not productive.
But that's survival.
Yeah.
Come on, talk about that, Jamie.
That's survival. Well, for me, I lived in survival mode for such a long time because I grew up having to fight my way for everything. And so I just grew this tough skin to just fight everything I wanted. I had to fight for. So I worked in survival mode, but in that, losing what I really liked, like what do I love to do? I had to go on a journey of finding who I was.
Right.
What do I like? And you know what I learned, y'all? I don't even like scrambled eggs. My mama cooked scrambled eggs all my kids, my childhood life. My husband used to cook scrambled eggs. I got divorced and realized I don't even like scrambled eggs. I like my eggs sunny side up. So I had to go on a journey to find out who the heck I was, because I was always serving everybody else. I was the biggest people pleaser I knew. But I also felt like there was nothing better for me. I had to get around people who didn't tear me down and didn't tear me apart and told me that I was better than what I was living. So when I started doing that, I started finding out what I really love to do. Honey, I will fight you for this piece. Man, I will fight you for this. I am in a place where I love what I do every single day. Now, some get on my nerves.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes. But guess what? All that nerve money that get on my nerves, it goes to my bank account. When I was working at 9 to 5 and they would get on my nerves, the CEO was the one that's going off on India trips and taking vacation. And I ain't never had no vacation. Now,
no, you didn't call it nerve money. I caught that. You call it nerve money. I like that.
Listen. For years, I didn't know that, staying at home when you was on vacation was called a staycation. I called it, I didn't have enough money to go on vacation.
Right, staycation.
We're gonna have a staycation. Let's just be honest, y'all. When you think about your best life, are you really living it now? That's not for us, because we got, that I'm just saying, are you really living your best life right now? Are you, and it's not, listen to me, it's not about the car you drive, it's not about the house, it's not about any of those things. It ain't about the man that you booed up with right now, but I'm talking about in totality. When you think about, your wealth, because wealth is more than just money. Wealth is peace of mind, it's health, it has a monetary component, but it's people that have tons of money that's not healthy, they're not wealthy, and they're not happy. So are you living your best life now? And if not, why not? Why they not living their best lives right now, ladies?
Well, sometimes it goes back to what Jamie was saying. You are so busy pleasing and doing for everyone else, you forget about what is pleasing to you.
Absolutely.
You forget it, and you think that the pleasing of everyone else is what's best for you and what's making you happy. And until usually something drastic happens that shakes you awake, or you get to a certain point in your life that you realize, wait a minute, there has to be more to life than this. And unfortunately, it's us women usually who are in those positions. And I love my men, y'all know I do. I love my men folk. But men don't have problems making decisions about what's best for their life. They don't care if they got to go out and, get that pack of cigarettes and never come home. They may have 5 children at home and a wife. But if that life is not serving them, if it's not making them happy, they'll go get that pack of cigarettes, that loaf of bread, and they'll keep it moving. Yeah. Women have a hard time making those decisions. Making those decisions because we are always concerned about everyone else is going to feel, how other people are going to view us, what society is going to say. Men don't take those things into consideration. They just
sure
do.
don't.
They
They
just
sure
do.
don't.
They do. Don't fault them for it, but we could learn a lot from that.
And let me tell you what else too they don't do. When they get a diagnosis that they're not healthy, they'll stop everything and correct that.
Drop
And
everything.
guess what they're gonna say? Baby, I got diabetes. I gotta stop eating this, and this. Can you get this from the store? And even if I mean, with me and this dude been eating the same thing. So what are the chances that I might need to improve my health? But he don't say, baby, not talking about my man. I'm just saying as a scenario before he get in the comments and be like, I said.
Yeah, because we'll get in the comment. He will join us.
Right. But we're the ones, and normally in the household that's making sure everybody else stays healthy because the man has the woman to fall back on.
But who do we have to fall back?
And who do we have to fall back on?
We don't have nobody but Jesus to fall back on.
Fire.
Yeah, you know, in this COVID-19 era, Jesus is the only one that can get in here. The only person that can come and go in this thing.
Ain't nobody can
Jesus.
I know that's right.
Jesus.
Look, Tina bring-
Look, Rose, he better show the nails in his hand too.
I just read that the other day. If I see him coming to the door and he ain't looking quite right, Jesus might not get in here. So he better show me the nails in his hand.
Show me proof.
He better show me some proof else you can't come in.
If he got some toilet paper, I might let him in.
He can get on the porch with some toilet paper.
And he can leave that. He can leave that on the steps.
Right.
If you're enjoying this conversation, go over to our show page. Go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. Make sure you connect with us. Register. Don't forget, we're giving away the Purpose Journal. You can text BYOB Pink to 77948. Congratulations, Nia Rich. You were one of the winners from yesterday. So congratulate. Y'all no hate. Congratulate. But you know, it's funny though, y'all, that when we start to really, really talk about, you know, why women are so stressed and why women are just so uninspired, you know, it's almost like this mad routine that you get up, you know, you make breakfast, you get ready for work, you get the kids ready, you make a lunch for your husband, or if you don't have a husband, you get yourself together, you go to work, you work 10, 15-hour shifts, then you stop by the grocery store, you come home, you get you a glass of wine, that's what I do, and then you go sit down and try to wrap your mind around, and don't think if you got homework for these kids, or if something needs to be washed, or something needs to be cleaned, how can you find your passion in that?
You're too tired to take a bubble bath. You're too tired to meditate. You're too tired to spend time alone with yourself. All you want to do is just like sleep and get up and do it. It's like a robotic life.
Exactly.
And I remember for years I lived on autopilot. And so that's just, it became a way of life for me until someone showed me something different. It takes conversations like these.
But you were looking for something different though, Jamie.
You do have to be looking.
Let's be real.
I wasn't looking for something until I had to. I was comfortable for a while. When I was married, my husband paid all the bills. He cooked the dinner. He did the kids' hair. He did everything. And then when he was gone, you're like, gone for real. And it was just me and my daughter. I had to find a way. But women do that. We're survivors. We are the most resourceful creatures on this land. We will make a meal out of cornmeal only and water. Make a whole
Have to will make you do whatever it is that need to be done.
Survival.
Amen.
Yeah, have to will do it.
Have to is a big motivator.
Go ahead, Rose. What were you saying?
No, I was saying have to is a big motivator.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But you know what else kind of gets me is that even though you may be looking for something different, a lot of times when something different presents itself, women are still afraid to take the chance.
Right.
Oh, Tisha can talk
For-
about
Yeah,
that.
they're afraid to take the chance, even though they know that what they have is not serving them and is not making them happy. They are so afraid to step out of what they're used to and try something new, not knowing that if there's something new doesn't work, you can come back to it, or it may, because once you're open up to something new, you can't go back. But you're afraid to step out and try something new, try something different.
Fear is something that will definitely cripple you. You know, there's a different kind of fear. You have to learn how to channel your fear, but the fear that paralyzes you, the fear that makes you stay stuck in toxic situations, toxic relationships, and
Yeah.
it don't have to be with a man,
Yeah.
lady.
Yes.
Fellas, it don't have to be with a woman. It could be family. Hello. And you just gotta be okay with, sometimes you gotta say it's okay for me to want something different. It's okay for me to try something new. It's okay for me to get out the box that I've been standing in for so long. You got to, by any means necessary, let that fear go and try it. And listen, you have to be, somebody said it, you have to be in a community that's going to support that, because when you're around negative people, they're not going to. And so before you know it, you'll be back in the same thing that you were doing. You got to get in a different environment. If you are the smartest person in the room,
You're in the
you're
wrong
in the
room.
room.
Right.
If you are the sum total of the 5 people that you hang out with the most, and you look around and you don't like your life,
It's you.
you got to get some more people.
Ouch.
That's a hard pill to swallow, Tisha.
Ouch. Woo.
Man.
No new friends.
I lived there for a long time. I've been with the government almost 24 years. Ain't got my 20-year recognition. Knew I should already be a millionaire. Knew there were books. I had to let the fear go.
Period.
Ooh, y'all, that was a
Period.
big old
And some
ouch
people.
right there. Y'all should just say ouch in the chat. I mean, that was just, whoo.
Yeah.
Don't you cut up today, Tisha. Dion showed her tail last night.
Eh,
Don't you cut up. Nicole, Pastor Nikki, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad to see you. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Guys, if you're enjoying the broadcast, please, 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 y'all know sharing is caring. Go ahead and share out the broadcast. Invite followers on Periscope. If you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button. This is conversation you do not want to miss. Even if it's not something you think you can use, please share it. Somebody else, may want to build a business or find love or fight fear or write a book or hire a virtual team. You just never know. And those of you that have been consistently following us, thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Guys, go to bit.ly/BYOB show 19. I'm sorry, BYOB show 20. I guess it is a new year. I'm ready for 2020 to go on out the way now. But go ahead and connect with us. And if you are interested in winning the Purpose Journal, text BYOB pink to 77948. Jamie, Nia says she's ready to write her book, baby.
all
Come
right.
on,
What's
Nia.
the challenge you got going on?
Oh, guys, I'm doing a 14-day quarantine writing challenge. And just like everybody here is in the challenge.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm doing a 14-day quarantine challenge, writing challenge. Why? Because we need to focus on something other than the COVID-19. So while you're stuck in the house, now is the perfect time to write. So you can join a challenge at bit.ly/write for your life.
Oh, right.
That'll be a great way for you to start, Nia.
Yeah, so go ahead, somebody put that in the chat. Give the link one more time.
bit.ly/write for your life.
Oh, she said she's a part of the challenge.
WITEFOR. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Probably.
All right,
It's like almost 60 people in that challenge right now.
wow.
It's
You're gonna
crazy.
have to publish about 60 some books. Get it going, get it
well,
going.
well, probably more than that. Y'all be coming back with. I'm telling y'all, I can't work for nobody else.
Oh, Nia, you got it going on, girl.
Yes, welcome. So, Nia, you're going to enjoy the challenge, and that's where you're going to learn how to really get it done. Everybody here is
invite your friends, guys. Go ahead and tell them, Jamie. Invite her friends.
Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your enemies. They need healing too. God.
Don't invite your enemies.
Invite the mailman.
Don't invite the mailman.
Invite the fish market guy.
Invite the guy who can bring you some toilet paper.
Jamie,
invite the Walmart people and the distributors that's driving these toilet tissue papers all over the place.
Long as they drop off some tissue by my house. So guys, listen, tonight we're talking about passion. It is Passion Week. We will be here again in the morning about 8:30, 9-ish to continue this conversation. But before we go, guys, I just have one question. One question. What does it take to live out your best life? I want you to give the ladies and the gentlemen, if we have any watching, I want you to give them some advice. What does it take to live your best life?
Oh,
I know, right?
I'm gonna steal Verlin's answer. I know.
Who wants to go first?
What it takes is to first make a decision and realize that you deserve it.
Oh, that's good.
Because some of us, we want it, but are we deserving? I don't know. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. You are deserving to live your best life at whatever it takes. You're worthy. It can be yours. It's possible.
I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
Good. That's good.
I was going to say deserving, but I'm going to go back to what she said, make a decision. Make a decision for you, especially ladies, because we there for the kids, our mama and them, our cousins, our favorite auntie, and we truly put ourselves on the back burner. Ladies, don't do that any longer. Like Verlin said, you deserve it. So make the choice. Start small. Go text BYOB pink to 77948. Start somewhere.
Oh yeah. That purpose journal is a great place to start.
Yes, it is. I wonder who published it.
Oh, you know what? And I wasn't saying it because of that, but it really is a great piece of work for you guys to start on working on your purpose. I think for me, the one thing that you will really need to walk into your passion, courage. Yeah. And how do you get courage? The word of the Lord, the word of the Most High, and really have faith in that. Because the word says, have courage, be ye of courage, right? Chanel, what's that courage scripture? You know it. It's back in the Old Testament, the one that people think is old.
What's your gifts will make room for you?
No, the have courage.
And courage.
Oh, Joshua.
Be
strong and be courageous.
Be strong and be courageous.
Yes.
Having courage. It takes a lot, but if you are resting in the power of the Most High, that's where your courage, that's where your strength comes from. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, people say I have crazy faith because I do crazy stuff, but it's not really crazy faith. It's just me stepping out and believing what the word says about me.
Right.
You don't have to believe it. My mama and my dad and them, they don't have to believe it because he didn't give the vision to them. He gave it to me. Yeah. And so the courage comes in is when I can tune out what the world says and only believe what he says about me.
Absolutely.
Come on, Jamie.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I'm gonna piggyback on what everyone else says. It's a choice. Mm-hmm. It's a decision. Mm-hmm. You are worthy of it. It is not selfish.
That's good.
To take care of you.
Yeah.
You have to make a decision. You have to be able to make a choice, and you have to have the courage to pivot, to be able to move. Move left or move right. You may not be able to make a 360, but you can make a 180. Mm-hmm. And then you can move a little bit more because you deserve it. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, I've been where you are, but on the other side, once you really make up your mind that that's what you want, I can tell you for sure on the other side, it's beautiful.
Oh,
It's worth it. It's worth every teardrop. It's worth every
Worth it.
growing pain. It's worth it.
It's
yeah.
worth it. And you know what, Rose? Sometimes the first step is the hardest step.
Yes, it is. But once you make it, because you can trip into 2 or 3 other steps.
That's it.
You can stub your toe and trip into them.
Yeah.
You know, you
Mhm.
can trip into those. And you may stand up straight, take a step back, but you might trip into 2 or 3 others, and then you
Mhm.
find out, oh wow, tripping ain't bad.
Ooh,
Right.
that's good. That's
Tripping
good.
ain't bad. I'm gonna keep on tripping. You might even fall down, scar your hands up, but guess what? You brush them suckers off, put a little alcohol on them.
Put a little sass on it.
Go on about your business.
Oh, some things was just meant to trip you up. It wasn't meant to break you.
What?
That's
Come on,
it.
Wasn't meant to
Chanel.
break you. I think my thing is, ladies, I'll leave you with this. In order to live your best life, you have to find yourself in him.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You'll never find who you were meant to be, who you were created to be, looking into other men's faces.
Mhm.
You want to know who you are. You want to live your best life, and your best life is your inheritance.
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all think about that. He gave it to you as an inheritance. All you have to do is sign for it. How do you know what he's left you? You have to talk to him.
Yes.
You go to him and you say, you know what, Lord, I love you.
Mm.
I think you're amazing. You're a good daddy. You're good to me. And he's going to say, you know what, daughter, I love you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I couldn't have made nothing better than you, but this is what I got for you. Everything good
Mm.
starts by seeking his face. You
Mm.
want to live your best life? You turn around and you look for your daddy. Guess what? And when you look into his face, you'll see you reflected back in his gaze. That's the beginning of your best life. That's the beginning of purpose. Go ahead, Jamie.
I just want to share with the people, Chanel, that if they are when we're talking about the passion, because when I first started learning, because I thought I knew my passion before I met you and before I sat in your class. If you don't, let me just say this. Chanel is the best Bible teacher that I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that. And I've been in so many different churches. I've met so many, and I'm not downing any of the other churches. But when someone can take the word and make it so relatable to you, she's the one who taught me about who I really was. And she opened the word and she explained it in such a way that I could interpret it and I can understand. And she didn't just try to force it down my throat, y'all. It wasn't condemnation. It wasn't any of that, but it was with love. It was with gentleness. It was with care, like an infant, like she cared for us. So when I tell you, Chanel, that you have such an anointing to open the word to the people of the Most High, I thank you for that. And so if you guys, when she's teaching you about passion, she's teaching you about who you are at your core, she's it. That's the one.
That's it.
You want to sit under her tutelage.
You're gonna make me cry, Jamie. Stop playing.
You know, and it's like when we're in class and we have the Bible and we going through these chapters and verses and chapters that we've read for years, eons, all our lives, right? We can repeat them. But she has a way of breaking it down where you actually can see it almost.
Right.
You actually feel like you're right there.
She rightly divides the word.
I mean, we
Right.
read a chapter last week. Oh, we going all off something else. I can't remember which one it was. But it was as if we were sitting right in the center of that story. And we've read that chapter all our lives. Well, I don't know if it was 121, Psalms 121. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was as if we were just a part of it.
one.
No, it was when Job, remember when Job
Oh,
said,
Job,
I'll just shut up, you know? And it was as if he was actually there when he was
Yeah.
having this conversation with God, getting smart.
Yeah,
I mean, you just broke it down where it was as if we were sitting there.
truly
Did you hear
anointed.
Job? Did you hear what he said? I mean, it was just so real. I mean, you are phenomenal.
But when you're walking in your passion,
You are.
everyone around, it exudes around you. It goes and it
Yes.
extends to the people that you touch. You know, it's just like when I'm publishing a book, it just like when you're talking about fear, and just like when Tisha talking about getting a man. I'm like, I ain't never wanted a man before, but she be making it look like I might want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, when you're working in a field that you absolutely love, you can't help but exude that energy everywhere you touch. And that's what she does when it comes to passion and
Yeah.
breaking out and understanding the word of the Lord, and your Bible study that's coming up.
Oh.
Yes, the Bible study is coming. It is
Yeah, 'cause
coming.
I didn't know anything about that.
You're being a little.
I know, I'm
but
sorry.
it's-
I
but
know.
it's
I know.
coming.
'Cause I've been waiting for it for such a long time. I be trying to push Chanel out there.
So look, I shared the outline with them last night in class, and I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw it, I was like, this is a lot, but I know that it's needed because
Yes.
I've told y'all time and time again, the Messiah didn't even know who he was until he read the scriptures.
Wow.
So the scriptures help you, they guide you into who you're supposed to be. So if the Messiah, the one that came to forgive your sins, had to find himself in his Father's word, why are you looking everywhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking everywhere else? People didn't make you. These people didn't create you, didn't blow, the breath of life into your nose. They didn't do any of that. But you go to them and expect them to fix you, and they're not the ones that created you. So I just want to encourage you guys. If this has been an amazing week for you, as it's been for us, you need to connect with us. Go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. Thank goodness I didn't say 19 again. DePaul.
Oh, the doll. The doll.
DePaul is in the house.
Ow. Ow.
If you don't know
Hey,
Norwood is, DePaul Norwood is the face of Beta,
Yes.
creator. I mean, there is so many different things I can say about DePaul, but ordinary and average is not one of them. Hey, Boo, thank you for doing the
That's
broadcast.
amazing. Super, super talented.
Absolutely. Guys, if you're interested in that Bible study, because Jamie gonna beat me, you can go to bit.ly/inthebook20. bit.ly/inthebook20. So Jamie, I don't know why you pushing me, because you're gonna have to publish all them volumes.
Hey, put it out there. I can publish it.
I love you, DePaul. I love you. So guys, thank you for being with us tonight. Ladies, you guys
Tisha. The boss like, hey Tisha, so
I gotta know. Look, we're a real community. We are real women. We're real people, and y'all, we make real money.
amen.
You look at Rose had to look at that one.
Amen.
Oh, thank you, DePaul. Let me see.
DePaul, Chanel ain't the only one on the camera. I mean, it took a lot for me to put this shirt on.
Am I doing it like? Hold on. Am I doing it like DePaul? Oh.
It's in the hips.
Nia, thank you for being with us. I'm so glad you were encouraged. Nia says that her name means purpose.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Oh,
that is amazing.
Wow. Happy birthday, Nia. Happy birthday.
And the Paulo here just clouding. Catherine, thank you for joining. Oh, thank you, DePaul. He said we all look amazing. Hey, Dolores,
Well,
thank you.
We love you too.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna get out of here. We gotta be back here first thing in the morning. Thank you guys for spending your time with us. We know that you can spend your time with any other live broadcast. We're glad that you were here with us. One thing I will say, stay in the house and wash your hands.
Yeah,
Love y'all.
amen. Stay in the house.
Wash your hands.
Let me just call it.
House.
Everybody.
Bye, y'all.